You're taking a live look at our camera there at Turfway. It's the mid-70s and sunshine for days. Good afternoon, I'm meteorologist Erin Ashley in for meteorologist Brad Mousehart here on 19 at noon. Things are shaping up to be, as forecast, a comfortable sunny day. Just a few impacts in regards to that air quality. Just a little bit of wildfire smoke. You see it once again here right over my shoulder at Turfway. Just a bit of a haze there on the horizon. No huge impacts here to your plans, especially your outdoor plans today. We're going to be tracking the return of showers and storms. So if you have any questions about how the forecast could play out, especially this weekend ahead of Father's Day, leave them in the comments if you're tuning in here on Facebook. Of course, we're live on all of our streaming platforms. We're live on our website. We're live on Facebook. We're live on our 24/7 weather channel. We're live everywhere except a live audience, but don't tell my manager. We don't need any new ideas here. All right, mid-70s is what we're seeing here at the International Airport. Some of us are getting very close to 80 degrees already now that it is technically the afternoon. It's 78 in Mason, 77 in Westchester, as well as West Union and Milford. We're getting pretty warm, and that's because we're not seeing any clouds across the area. Maybe a couple of upper-level clouds, but mainly just deep blue skies is the name of the game. As what we were talking about this last weekend. Today was kind of that pivot day in which we were going from below average temps to near seasonable temperatures, mostly sunny skies, and then as soon as tomorrow, things will start to feel a little bit more like the dog days of summer. More on that humidity in just a second. I want to talk about the air quality alerts, which parts of southeastern Indiana are under those, and that's just because we have that wildfire smoke. Most of the smoke is in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and it will stay there with the help of high pressure. But just because of how thick that smoke is and can be, we are just seeing enough of an impact to the air quality. I'll show you the numbers here in just a couple of seconds. Moderate is what we're seeing, so not the worst we've experienced. Certainly nothing to compare to June of 2023, in which for several days straight we were in the red category that you see here, unhealthy for everybody. We're just in the yellow. On the lower side of that spectrum too. Again, most of the smoke is in the upper levels, but you see here on our Fairmount cam, our tower cam looking south towards downtown, just a little bit of a haze to accompany you on those plans. It's the mid-70s. Help from those southwesterlies will warm us up to the low 80s today. Humidity is on the lower side of the spectrum, and so that air temperature is just a lot easier to change. So today could very well be one of the warmer days of the week, though we are tracking even more heat by Thursday and by Friday. Of course, that humidity will be the main culprit for why it feels so much like the dog days of summer. So low 80s today, deep blue sun or deep blue skies, lots of sun, and that will also allow those temperatures overnight to drop once again into the 50s more than likely. So tomorrow is when we're starting to notice more humidity coming into play. And so while we're forecasting a high in the middle 80s for most of us, some of us, depending on the cloud cover, could get a lot closer to, say, heat indexes near 90 degrees. It's just not out of the question. It's not the warmest we've been this year so far, but it is a difference from, say, what we've been experiencing over the last couple of days. Now, your weekend ahead, instead of the hot, instead of the humid, it's about the storm chances. So Friday, before we see the storms roll in, it will be warm and it will be humid. And so a few of those late showers and storms could pack a punch. I think there's a greater threat south of the area, just where it is more humid and hotter, you know, areas like Kentucky, Tennessee, things of that nature. But here we kind of just get the heavy rain from this. Now Saturday and Sunday, still tracking spotty showers and storms. And if you were tuning in a couple days ago with me on 19 at noon on Sunday night, we were talking about these chances and how they really don't have a whole lot of organization to them. They still don't. This, in a way, makes our job difficult to say this is when the showers and storms are going to happen, but it also provides us some dry time in between those downpours. It's kind of one of those all or nothing forecasts in which 1 second it's going to be raining in like downpouring, and then give it about 30 minutes and it's sunny. It's like it never even rained. So just something to keep in mind. And that's just your typical pattern that you're seeing with dew points where we're forecasting, as well as the heat that we're forecasting. So that's going to be late Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Less of an impact into the early week, but of course, that's several days out. We got to get through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to really understand how next week is going to play out. But we can safely assume that it's not going to be hot or humid, just following right behind those showers and storms. So the muggy meter that you're seeing here, reminder that dew points, you see on the right side, is a measure of how much moisture is in the air. So the higher the dew point is, the more humid it is. And you notice those dew points they're starting to trend on the higher side, or at least the more muggy side, by tomorrow afternoon. And then they just keep building into Friday, Saturday, and even a little bit of Sunday as well. So the heat, the humidity, that's enough to say, hey, we got some storms to be tracking. So you're looking at one of our long range models. It's still Wednesday. We're still a good amount of time out from these showers and storms. There still could be some changes. We'll be watching this pretty carefully, but plan for a stormy end to your Friday, especially south of Cincinnati, where we see the heaviest rain. And then Saturday comes in, spotty, scattered showers and storms. Umbrella in the car kind of day. You might just want to have it in case you get caught in one of these showers and storms. And then same thing for Sunday. As of right now, there's more than likely going to be some dry time on Father's Day. I'm thinking more towards the second half of the day. But of course, we'll let you know should anything change. Let's talk about the 7-day forecast and how those showers and storms impact those temps. Because while it is the 80s for today, tomorrow, and Friday, even a little bit of Saturday, it's not so much the 80s beyond Father's Day. I'm not seeing too many strong signs of a summer-like warm-up in this extended forecast, and that just comes in with a chance for showers and storms early next week. Of course, we'll have a better idea of how those behave depending on how this showers and storms behave for this weekend. Once again, because of the nature of these spotty showers and storms Saturday and Sunday, it is really hard to sit here and say, Aurora, Indiana, you're going to get rain at this time. It's not exactly a line of showers and storms that's going to be like southeastern Indiana, you get it at 8 o'clock. Cincinnati, you get it at 10. And so on and so forth. It's not that clear quite yet. So keep checking back with us. If we get any clarity on the timing of this, you guys will be the first to know. You can find us on all sorts of things. All right, I'm not seeing any questions in our comment section. The time now is 12:08. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are tuning in, I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and hop off of here. I'll have the latest data coming in on Fox 19 now at 3. But for now, signing off here in Queens Gate, I'm meteorologist Erin Ashley. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.